Hey, it's Mike from Party of Four Crafts, and today I'm going to be using the xTool Atomm website to make one of these personalized night lights. There's all these styles to choose from where all you have to really do is upload a photo, type in the text, and you can create any one of these. So I'm going to walk you through it now, the Atomm side of it as well as the laser side of it and the xTool Studio. So first thing we do is go to the website atomm.com and choose one of the templates. I'm going to choose this round one. And when you close this window, you can customize each one of the features of this nightlight. I'll start by editing the photo. I'd already practiced with this photo of my daughter's dog, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So click to upload, choose the photo of the dog, and then it gives you three styles of AI line drawings that you can choose from. The left, the middle, or the right, depending on how much detail you want. I'm going to choose the left one and click processing. It does cost a few credits, and you'll see the credit number, the total up in the right corner, go down once I do this. And there it is. One's a little darker than the other, so I get to choose the one that I want. Oops, I accidentally clicked it. So I'm going to go in and delete the existing pictures and then put the dog photo that I actually want. I'll get rid of that. Add the dog photo, and when I resize it, you'll see it adjusts the outline of the nightlight to go around the ear. And it didn't mess up on the dog's left ear. He really is missing the top of that ear. It was like that when my daughter rescued him. So it keeps redrawing the outside depending on what you put in it. So let me move the text around. I can do the same thing with that. Oops, I missed. So I will put that back. It'll readjust the outlines, get the text out of the way. And then I can double click on that text to change what it says. So my daughter calls him her cute puppy, even though he's 95 pounds. And his name is Seymour Lee. That was his name when we got him from the rescue. It does adjust for the letters also. You can see it sticks out off to the side there. But I'm going to fix that later because I don't think the light can go around the corner and get to the word puppy there. So I'm going to go back and make that smaller so that we can definitely see the entire word glowing. Alright, that's better. It doesn't stick out from the side. So now I think the whole thing will light up. You can make some small adjustments to some things, make it a little bigger so it fits in the space and engraves well. And I'm just clicking and dragging and moving things around and resizing them. Super easy to do. No challenges here. Alright, I think that's good. Zoom in and out to make sure everything looks good. And now I can preview it in 3D. And I was impressed. Watch this and then see how it comes out looking in the end. And it looks almost identical. They did a fantastic job with this AI preview, and that is exactly what it's going to look like in the end. So now I'm going to export it. It costs 6 more credits to do that, and I can either open it in xTool Studio or download it. I have multiple lasers around my house, so I'm going to download it so I have the SVG, and then I can open it in any software, Lightburn, or the xTool Studio here. So this is in Inkscape. I came in here because I want to make the outline red so that I can cut the outline and engrave the inside. So all I do is shift click the color red to change the stroke color, and that's ready to go. So I'm going to save that and then switch over to the xTool software. Now that I have 2 different colors, I can do 2 different functions. So I import that file that I just created, and now you can see down in the corner there's 2 layers, the black layer and the red layer, and I will do separate settings for each one of them. I'll cut the red layer and I will engrave the black layer. I can choose clear acrylic, which is what I'm going to be using here, and it will put some automatic settings there. And it also tells you to remove the coating from it, to remove the masking from it. And I don't do this, I don't like doing this, but you'll see the first time the settings don't come out right because I did not remove the protective film. I should have turned up the power or turned down the speed. I like engraving acrylic with the protective film on. It's way easier to clean it. You don't get the smoke stains on it, but you have to change your settings. And I did not change my engrave settings, as you'll see in a moment. And the first crack at this doesn't come out right, and I'll do it a second time and it comes out perfectly. So I just grouped those together so that I don't have to do the settings 3 times and it engraves them all at once instead of one at a time. I'm going to change up the settings a little bit. 200 lines per centimeter, that's 500 lines per inch. That's way more than you need for an SVG file. So I turned that way down, and that's going to make it go a lot faster. The cut settings, I'm just going to use the recommended ones. That shouldn't matter if the protective film is on or not. That looks good, and it says it's going to take 12 minutes to do the entire thing, engrave and cut. Alright, so I put my clear acrylic, 1/8 inch clear acrylic into the xTool P2S. I really love this machine. It is fantastic for small jobs like this. No need to break out the P3 for something this size, so I am sticking with the P2S that I've been using for years, and I absolutely love it. So I will refresh the camera so I can see the bed with the acrylic in there. I will move it all up into the corner so I don't waste any of the acrylic. Get it all the way up in the corner. It'll be nice and efficient up there. I will do the autofocus. Make sure it's focused, and then sometimes the image moves after you focus, so double check it. Make sure it didn't go off the side. Click process. Double check those settings and the timing again. There it is. Looks great. 12 minutes. Click start and hit that button. Alright, and here it goes. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, but it's starting the engrave right there. And here it is doing the cut around the outside. You can see that engrave is pretty light because I left the protective film on. So I will fix that on the second run. Here it is. Those cut settings were perfect. It falls right out of the acrylic. And when I hold it up, it's not very transparent. There he is. That's the dog that's in the picture. Alright, here we go, second time. I'm going to do it a second time with different settings. Showed you the settings there. I basically went, half as fast, twice the power, and it's going to cut deeper, engrave deeper, and it's going to look a lot better. It takes a little more time, but here we go. Not too bad. Start with the engrave there. Yeah, you can see that already. It's much thicker and deeper. This is going to come out way better. Cut settings are still perfect. Hold this up to the light, and now you can see through it. That's how it's supposed to be. Should have done that the first time. And here it is. Here's how it came out. It's difficult to get the camera to focus on it and have some dust on it, but that looks fantastic. I am so happy with this. This was so easy to do, and xTool sells the kit with the light box and the acrylic. Atomm is an xTool website. I will put links to both of those in the description, and I'm going to give this nightlight to my daughter so she can enjoy her puppy at night as well. Thanks for joining me. In the comments, post pictures of your nightlights, and let's see how good they come out. All right, I'll see you next time.